Hello students, I welcome you all to the new session of English literature. As you all know that we have already completed our chapter 1. Now we are moving ahead with chapter 2. The name of this chapter is Ubuntu. I hope you all are well and taking good care of your health. So let's start discussing this chapter. So before we start the explanation part, first we should know what is Ubuntu all about. And I hope that after the explanation, after the reading of this chapter, you will learn so many values, you will learn so many morals. It is a very nice chapter, so I hope you will like this chapter. So Ubuntu is a term which is used by a Nguni tribe. It is a very famous tribe and it belongs to southern part of Africa. So the theme about which this chapter is I am because we are. The theme or the moral, or you can say the value, the first value which we learn from this chapter, it is I am because we are. So let's start the reading part of the chapter. So here you can see the picture from your book. So let's start the reading. Ubuntu is a powerful Nguni Bantu term that means human kindness for caring, sharing and being in harmony with all of the creation. Ubuntu is a powerful Nguni Bantu term. What is a Nguni Bantu term? Nguni is a language which is used by the Bantu tribe of South Africa. It is most commonly spoken. This Nguni term is most commonly spoken by the people live in that tribe in the southern part of Africa. So it is very famous and it believes that human kindness for caring, sharing and being in harmony with all of creation. It says that kindness is a thing. Kindness is for caring, to care each other, and for sharing, to share the things with each other, and being in harmony. Harmony means to be in agreement, to be in a positive attitude with the other creatures of the world. It is believed that there is a string that unites all the people of the world, and it is believed in this tribe, it is always believed that there is a string, the invisible string that always keeps us tie and keeps us unite with the other people in the world. So let's start the story now. Once there was an anthropologist. He was studying the habits and custom of a tribe in Africa. So once there was an anthropologist. Now what is an anthropologist? Anthropologist is a person who study human race, who study the custom, the tradition, the culture of any particular place or any particular tribe. Means the person living at any particular place, that anthropologist used to learn about their values, learn about their culture, their customs and so many things. So there was an anthropologist and he was studying the habits and custom of a tribe in Africa. He chose a village located near a hill for studying, for research, to do the research. He chose a village near the hill. A tribe inhabited the hill and the surrounding area for many, many years. And the tribe which he has selected, that tribe used to live at that place for so long, for so many years. The villagers and children were illiterate and knew nothing about education. So the children and the people living there, they were illiterate, means uneducated. They doesn't know anything about education. When the man reached the village, the men took him to the village. The man found that the villagers live a simple life. The villagers were kind and made the man feel at home. The man explained to the villagers about wanting to educate the children. The villagers were very happy to hear about this. Now, when the man reached the village, there were few men who took that man to the village. When the man reached there, he found himself very comfortable. The villagers, those who used to live at that place, they were very good, they were very peaceful, and they made him feel very comfortable at that place. So he feel at home. He feel like he is living at his own home. Now the man explained to the villagers about wanting to educate the children. Then he told the villagers that he want to educate their children also. The villagers were very happy to hear about this. And after hearing this news, after hearing this thing, the villagers were very happy. They thought that as they are illiterate, but their children can study now. The man gathered the children and made a schedule. Schedule means a kind of timetable for them. But the response from the children seems to be slow. So when all the villagers agreed that he can educate their children, so the man did the first thing, that he make a schedule for them, and then he start teaching them. But the response from the children seemed to be slow. The children were not very much happy and comfortable with that man. Now what happened next? Let's see. One day the man visited the nearby market. There he saw a woman selling candies. One day that man, that anthropologist, visited the nearby market and he saw a lady over there. She was selling the candies. Candies, as we all love candies, like candies are the toffees which we used to eat. So he was so tempted by the candies that he wanted to buy them, and he got tempted, means he got attracted to those candies. So he wanted to purchase them, he wanted to buy them. Now what happened next? He thought, these candies and sweets are so tempting, I will buy them, and for the children, they will love them. And while purchasing that candies, he thought that these candies are so tempting, they are looking so delicious, that children will love it, and I will purchase it and I will give these candies to that children. After buying a lot of candies, he got them packed beautifully in a basket. And after he purchased that candies, he put all the candies in a beautiful basket and packed them very beautifully. Then he went back to the village. As he entered the village, he saw some children who were playing together. As he went back to the village, while he was going there, he saw few children playing with each other. They were playing in that village. But he noticed a very strange thing. The children played in close cooperation with each other. Now, when he started noticing that those children, he found something very strange. And what was that strange thing? That all the children were playing with a close cooperation. They were helping each other, they were behaving good with each other. So, this is not a very known thing to see. When we have seen children playing, so when children used to play, they used to push each other, they used to hurt each other. Fine. But these children are very different from the others. They are just playing with full cooperation. They were helping each other, they were hugging each other. Okay. So he was very much confused. That man was very much confused. As he saw the children, he smiled and said to himself, I think I will give the candies to those children, but first I will play a game with them. And after seeing that children, as they were playing in a very better way, in a very nice way, so that man thought that I will give these candies to these children, but he think that I will play one game with them, then I will give that candies. The man took the basket of candies and tied it with a red ribbon. Then the man took the basket of candies and tied it with the red ribbon. Children, come to me, let's play a game, he called out to the children. And then after tying it with the red ribbon, he called out the children to play a game with him. The children crowded around him and peeped into the basket. Now I will put this basket under that tree, he told the children. Now as he called out the children, all the children come nearby him and crowded around him. Crowded around him means they gathered near him, they form a circle and stand near that man. And they started looking into that basket. Peeped means to look into something. So they started peeping in that basket because they were curious to know that what is there in the basket. Now he told that children that I am going to put this basket under that tree. He further explained, I am drawing a line on the ground. And then he said that I am going to draw a line on the ground. You have to stand behind this line, and when I'll say go, you have to run towards the basket. And the first to reach the basket will win the candies. The first person who will reach the basket will win the candies. Then he asked to the children, have you understood? The children nodded. Nodded means to move head up and down in agreement, to say yes. So the children nodded to say yes. The man started the game and he said 1, 2 and run. Now let's see what happened next. But what happened after that was something the man had never imagined. Now as soon as he gave the command to run, something very awkward or something very strange happened. What was that? All the children held hands and ran towards the basket. What did the children did? They hold the hands of each other and together they ran towards the basket. They reached the basket together, they shared the candies and happily eat them. They reached together because they were holding each other's hands. So they reached at the same time towards that basket and they shared the candies and everyone was happy to eat them. The man was surprised. The man was very much surprised, very much confused also. So he asked to that children, "Why did you all go together? The first one could have had all the candies." Then he asked the children that why did you all go together? If one of you had won this, so you must have got all the candies. I did not say that this was a teamwork task. The man said that I have never said that this is a teamwork game. The children looked surprised. And after listening this thing, all the children got surprised. Finally one spoke, and finally one child among those children, he spoke, "How could one of us be happy when the other are sad?" He said, that little boy said that how could one of us be happy when the others are sad? How can we be happy when the others are sad? One of them replied, "This is Ubuntu." And then that child replied that this is actually Ubuntu, means the theme, I am because we are. The man was touched, and after listening this, that this small boy is telling about Ubuntu. They have shown the very nice example of Ubuntu. The man was very much touched. The man was very much emotional after seeing all this. He understand what the child meant, and then the man understood what this child is trying to tell or to teach. If one wins, not everyone is happy. If everyone wins, everyone is happy. And this is the thing which that child wants to tell, that if one is the winner, that rest of the others are not happy. But if everyone is the winner, then everyone is happy. So this is the thing which those children want to display in front of that man. And this is the same thing which we have learnt in our previous chapter, previous poem, Hug o' War. That Hug o' War was the game in which they were playing together and they were winning together. So he realized that Ubuntu was not just for the people of Africa but for all of us. And then after this incident, this man realized that this Ubuntu is just not for the African people. This is for the whole world. For you, for me, for all of us. So let's spread happiness and love wherever we go. So at last he wants to say that we should spread happiness, love, togetherness, honesty, smile wherever we go. We should spread these good things. We should never spread bad thing wherever we are going, wherever we are representing ourselves. We should never do bad things over there. So this is the thing which a man learnt from that small children. So the moral which we learn from this story is happiness lies in togetherness. If we are happy or if we want to be happy, we should help each other, because happiness always lies in togetherness. If we are together, we can be happy. If we alone try to be happy, we can't be happy all the time. So this is Ubuntu. I am because we are. This is the theme of the story. I am because we are, and the moral which we have learnt, the value which we have learnt from this story, that happiness lies in togetherness. So children, I hope you have loved this story. and you have learnt so many values, so many morals from this story, and in your life you will always try to apply them. So thank you so much for your attention and your time. I hope you like this story and the explanation. See you in the next session. Till then, take care. Bye bye.